và chân đâu từ một gió sẽ nhau ôi nơi bố khơi cho cũ thở lỡ lỡ xa thở lỡ cô kê lưu cơ trên mùa bố chỉ cho sống thở lỡ lỡ từ chân sống đi nào mò cô chỉ bao biết có liên lối sẽ rong vô lưu nên cha lưu đi cho có tao chỉ cho sống.
And we grew up in the church, but I didn't really get to know her until my senior year. We started dating in 2001. One day I came late to song practice and she yelled at me because that's her nature. She's always been a leader. And she's like, "You're late. You're going to have to sit next to me and I'm going to have to make you sing." So that's what happened. That's when we first started talking. And during that time we just got real close with each other, and I was out of school already and she was graduating in 2002. She's very she knows what she wants, you know, and she'll take charge, and she's always been the strong one, and especially in her family, and everybody relied on her, and she stepped forward and took that role. You know, she grew up a lot faster than other girls. But after she had Kaylee, her daughter, that's when her health started to decline.
Mai Tong giờ từ miền Thái cứ hiểu tìm lo tua, nơi yêu lô nơi yên ya từ miền nhỏ cứ nơi mò thầu yêu với ai lô la, thầu nơi yêu lô nơi yên chỉ mua ba, ta sẽ cứ ya từ cứ chua cho nơi, anh sao lại đó mua ba, anh sao lại cha lô từ miền nhỏ.
Để nhanh xong lên được gì hả? Ôi nhìn tủ như nhua là ưa sang thế ưa thật xong lên cha là để nhớ tụi mình nhua giờ nhìn tôi xong là ưa nên là được gì ưa sang thế tụi nữa.
So when she came here to the United States, they had found a hole in her heart. I believe she was born with a hole in her heart. It's just they didn't have any records of it before they came here from Laos, and so they decided that they needed to close that hole. And she had her surgery about age 12, open heart surgery to repair that hole. And after the repair, they already had created damage to her lungs. The blood vessels in her lungs were stretched out and then scarred up, and then when they scar and they heal, they get smaller and smaller. And so it's like you're breathing through a straw all the time. And she never participated in gym class because of that. She had an excuse to not go to gym class, and she always told me that was her favorite, not going to gym class. And so it just progressed from there and just got worse and worse over time. She participated in the church in every aspect that she could, whether it be song practice, taking part in activities, always helping the mothers in the kitchen, no matter what it was. Even though she was sick, she actually was multi-talented. She could do a lot of different things, and singing was one of her favorites. As we got, her family loved singing, her dad loved singing, so she loved singing, and it always brought comfort to her. Her time spent working, translating, and working at the hospital, interpreting for people, and she loved interpreting for people. She can connect with those people right away, and she made so many friends that way. Anybody that she talked to was instantly her friend, and her passion was people. She was a very loving mother to her daughter. I wanted nothing but the best for her.
She was just really loving and caring, and she was really honest, and there wasn't any like hatred in her that I know of, and she loved and cared for everyone else.
Like how she was a mom, more than just a sister, she was a mom to all of us. And even though she only had one kid, she really had 5, because there was the 4 of us. And no matter what she did, she always loved us and she always thought about us.
With the lungs being scarred up in smaller blood vessels, the heart had to work harder to push the blood through. So her heart pressures in her heart were always high. It just progressed from there and just got worse and worse over time. We decided to do the transplant. That was our last and final option. We waited for a long time for that. And a lot of the medicine she was on wasn't helping anymore. And so the last was transplant, and we decided to do that because they had only given her 6 months to 1 year without the transplant, and we said we would decide to try to beat the odds. It was 50% that went through the surgery didn't survive the first year, and then 50% of those survivors, 50% of those survivors didn't make it more than 5 years. And as we went through the program to get her strength up and ready for surgery, we met with a lot more people in the same situation, and a lot of those people were in their like 60s and 70s and 80s, and we said we had youth on our side to help her through it all. And Duke was the only place that accepted us, and we went down there and they said that they could do it. And we just needed to meet some of their requirements and stay down there for the time being. 2017 of September is when we moved down there to Durham, and then she got listed in October, and then December was when we had her transplant, December 1st, 2017. Well, it was always a struggle. There was multiple like ER visits during that time because she would be able to get fevers a lot easier than normal people because of those medicines that she was on. So there was times when we actually spent like a week in the hospital, but she was able to pull through those, and they were able to treat whatever she had. But in October, that's when she got sick again, and she had an infection, and her rejection of the new lungs was also kicking in. So it was 2 things at once there. And even though she was so sick, she still thought about us instead of herself. She wanted us to love each other and take care of each other. And her wishes were that we come back to stay in Sheboygan with our family and our church friends, and so that we could continue to serve God.
Họ lo cho nhiều nữa như bố thì nó từ nữa cháu chỉ là nữa nhiều chỉ và chữ gì nếu tôi chính sai của nè thì mình này tôi mình sai chân sai mà nếu sẽ tới khơi nếu chân sai kia và chữ nhiều tôi nữa thì nếu nhiều rong xưa nếu tôi mà có những chính sai liền cái sao chơi của mà tôi chính sai cái sao quậy cái chân sai của tôi chính sai này con trai á chị mà có qua chị nếu như vậy thì mình lúc khó luôn xin nó đôi yếu chứ.
Her smile and her happiness that she always had. I think that's what people most remember about her, because I've been getting like messages saying to be like strong and stuff that they remember my mom, and they mostly said that they remember her being so happy and her always laughing and smiling. So yeah.
What will you remember the most?
Mainly her love and her joy for everything, and her love for everything, and her voice, definitely, her singing. I really miss that.
I think her legacy has been passed down through, everyone she's interacted with. Because, she affects each and every one of us in a positive way.
Cô xin vô chân này. Vì cho con đi ấy tôi nhớ cứ cho tìm ra tên tôi. Tôi tìm ra tên tôi cho nên lúc lư này giờ lại cho mình nhớ lúc như tới chơi mình can. Yêu hai lúc lại chỉ là này tao rồi ta cho mong ròn hai lúc lại cha. Để cho hai lúc mình cài yêu hai lại cha lúc sát tao. Cái này rất sai thế luôn tới mà nó lên cứ khó kế cứ tao rồi áo tao tới này để chỉ nhon để cho mình nhon mong mẹ cả.
I'm gonna miss her laugh. Oh, I already do, but her laugh and her personality and just the overall sense of her presence around us.
Hey, bro. Nice to
Chào cô. Cái sao mà mồm á? Cũng ok. Chị sẽ. Ôi, tụi nó có hẹn luôn liền.
check out this bug up here.
Overcendo từ một gió sẽ nhau ôi nơi bố có đâu cũ thà lo lỡ ra thà la cô kể lúc có trên mùa bố.
古要早記，古要破正，古要早些，古要如何幫的早些。Cú mù tu chờ trâu con tàu lợn cú nhóc họ tư có lợn yếu nhóc còn đợi thiệt